Good evening and welcome to Adult Conversations on your Women Radio, WFM 91.7. How are you doing today? I hope your day has been lovely. I hope your day has been very productive. My name is Tunto Titilayo Ajama, and I thank you all for joining me this evening, Thursday, the 30th of June, 2022. Thursday, 30th June, 2022. I welcome you to Adult Conversations, where we share real life issues and discuss matters relating to the heart. On Adult Conversations, you give all the advice by contributing on the subject matter without judging. Adult Conversations on Women Radio currently runs every Monday through Thursday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. because we are here to break the culture of silence. So if you have a story that you want us to bring to the family of Adult Conversations, please send in that story. Send it in to 0703 175 6537. Send in your story as well as your name and contact telephone number. Send the story in as well as your name and contact telephone number. So in case we have any questions, we can reach out to ask you. We do Adult Conversations because we are here to break the culture of silence. So if you have a story that you want us to bring to the family of Adult Conversations, as I said, send it to 0703 175 6537. 0703 175 6537. Tonight on Adult Conversations. My name is Rabi, 34 and a successful real estate agent. My girlfriend of 2 years is 30 and an advertising executive. She is successful and very independent, and I loved and still love her for this. I think my girlfriend loves and wants to marry me, but I don't feel needed in her life. She doesn't ask me for money or any favors like other men, and she does everything herself or pays to get it done. She says it's because she's an only child, but recently I started feeling like less of a man and just a convenience in her life. Is it me or this is a problem? He is 34 and he's a successful real estate agent. He is in a relationship with his girlfriend of 2 years, who is an advertising executive. According to Rabi, she's very successful and also very independent, and he loved her and still loves her for this. However, he says he thinks his girlfriend loves him and wants to marry him, but the problem is he doesn't feel needed in her life. She does everything by herself. She doesn't ask him for money. She doesn't ask him for any favors like other men, and she literally does everything herself or she pays to get it done. She says it's because she's an only child. But recently, Rabi is saying he has started feeling less of a man and just a convenience in her life. He started feeling like less of a man and just a convenience in her life. So he's asking, is it just me? Or is this a real problem? Is this just me or is it a real problem? The number to call is 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. Send your text or WhatsApp messages to 0703 175 6537. 0703 175 6537. You can also listen live via the website anywhere you are in the world, www.wfm917.com. www.wfm917.com. In addition, please download the Google app. Download the app on Google Play Store, the Women Radio app on Google Play Store. Download, install it, and get ready to be listening live to programs at any given point in time. Enjoy programs, enjoy music on the Women Radio 91.7 app. Please, when you call, remember to turn down the volume of your radio so that we can avoid interference and I can hear you, you can hear me without any one of us having feedback. If you want to join the WhatsApp conversations, the WhatsApp group chat of Adult Conversations family, please send in your name and contact telephone number. Your name and WhatsApp number, actually. Your name and WhatsApp number. Send this information on WhatsApp. Send on WhatsApp to 0703 175 6537. 0703 175 6537. And you'll be added on by the producer. All right, I'll be taking messages of the Adult Conversations family group chat, and then I go on to take phone calls. This one is coming in from Ishime. Ishime says, you need to sit her down and do a very real talking to sort it all out, particularly these gray areas, so that we can move forward, and if not, things will keep getting worse. This next one is coming in from, again, you didn't say your name and where you're texting from. Please, if you send a text or a WhatsApp message, kindly indicate your name and where you're messaging from. Please indicate your name and where you're messaging from. Good evening, Mr. Rabi. I think you're because what most people want in a relationship nowadays is just monetary benefits. So these girls don't need you, but they need your money. With your girl, it's the total opposite. She obviously wants you for who you are and not for any monetary benefits. If she doesn't need you, she wouldn't spend 2 years of her life with you. That being said, I know it's in a man's nature to always want to provide. It's just how it is. You should try sitting her down and talking to her about it. Maybe you guys can reach a compromise of some sort. You can agree maybe a few days in a month where you take her out with your own money. You could also ask her what she likes in your relationship and just do more of it. Honestly, to be honest, you should feel less of a man. You should feel great because someone who actually wants you for who you are is right there. It means you have a lot to offer besides money. Probably the attention, love, and care you give, or anything else. It's something you're doing right that's keeping her with you. Wishing you all the best. And this is coming from Comrade, I believe. Talkback from Ikorodu is saying, good day to you all. As for Mr. Rabi, I understand how you feel, especially going out with a partner that can afford all she needs without having to provide everything, as it is with most girls nowadays. The question I'd like to ask is, have you done anything for her to make her feel loved? For instance, on her birthdays, have you ever taken her out maybe to an eatery or the cinema as a mark of love? If your answer is yes, then what was her reaction? Or what were her reactions? If she has never objected to those things you do for her, then there's no cause for alarm. But if she had turned down those offers, you need to realize that to control such a self-sufficient and independent woman in the marriage will be a problem in future. So at this point, she's saying, I will advise you to quit the relationship. And this is coming from Tokwe from Ikorodu. Thank you very much. So at this point, I really don't know what advice to give, but I will say this though. Adult Conversations is a safe space, and we allow people to express their feelings. So if you've been listening, just tell us what you think about the subject. Tell us what you think. If you've not been listening, well, I guess now is still a good time to do that. Go ahead, tune to your radio 91.7 and enjoy the programs that you'll be listening to. All right, I'm going straight into conversation, and I did say that Rabi is telling us that his girlfriend doesn't seem to need him. She doesn't seem to need him. She doesn't ask him for any money. She doesn't even ask him for any favors, anything. She literally does everything by herself, or she pays someone to come and get it done. So, when asked, she says it's because she's an only child. But recently, Rabi is saying that he has started feeling like less of a man and just a convenience in her life. He started feeling like less of a man and just a convenience in her life. So it goes on to say, is it me or is this a problem? Put your thoughts together and call me up on 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. You can also send a text or WhatsApp message 0703 175 6537. 0706 175 6537. So it's been basically kind of, when you think about it, it's still kind of a work day. Still kind of work day. So send me your comments, call in, and let's discuss this. In case you're just tuning in, this is the story. Rabi is 34. He's a successful real estate agent. His girlfriend of 2 years is 30 and he's a charging executive. Rabi says she is successful and very independent, and I love that. I still love her for this. I think my girlfriend loves and wants to marry me, but I don't feel needed in her life. Okay, so I'm going to quickly read that message from Rabi. Let me just go there, read that one very quickly. Okay, basically, I read that message, and I've also read this one from Rabi. So what are your thoughts concerning this? What are your thoughts concerning this? He says, I think my girlfriend loves and wants to marry me, but I don't feel naked in her life. So it's a tricky situation. He doesn't feel needed. He doesn't know why this is happening. He attributes it to the fact that she's very independent, but he's not okay with not being asked anything, not being asked for money for anything. So he said this is the part that he doesn't, this is the part that Rabi is saying he doesn't appreciate, and that it's making him ask himself if he really is a man. It's making him feel like less of a man and just a convenience in her life. So he's saying, is it me, or is this a problem? Is it me? Am I the one that thinks that this is an issue and it's not? Well, I guess we'll tell. The number to call to advice is 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. Remember to send a text or WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537. 0703 175 65. Yes. Thank you. 07000 917 917. That's the number to call. 0703 175 6537. Thank you. Oh, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. All right. Why not get calling and let's hear your comment on this. Let's hear where your interest lies. Let's hear what is important to you on this one. How do you feel? What is to be done? What is to be done? So, this whole thing is just, some people will say it's completely unnecessary. But these two people want to know where it is that they stand. They want to know what they're doing. They want to know all of that. So, what exactly is going on? What exactly is going on? She wants everything done her way. Is that a bad thing? Is that a bad thing? She doesn't ask him to do anything. She's like, okay, babe, just do your thing, do your thing. I'll hire some cleaners or what. When you've been an only child for long, and this is according to Rabi's story now. He included this in his story about his girlfriend. When you've been noted for something for a while, particularly if you're an only child and you're good at doing one thing for yourself, finding your own way in the dark, doing whatever it is that you're doing, going to school, it takes a certain level of courage to be able to do these things. It takes a certain level of courage to be able to do these things. Okay, so I'm interested in knowing exactly what people think about this. I really am. A lot of people think that, there are women who can't take care of themselves every time, urgently, send me money, this, that. And the truth of the matter is, Nigeria is pinching everyone. And that includes the people that are doing vendors and all of that. It still does. So, at that point, I only gave out information for the story that you need to know. Only give out information for the story that you need to know. But just go ahead and check our social media at WFM 917 across all social media. At WFM 917 across all social media. Okay, so what are your thoughts concerning this? He's saying that he wants to quit the relationship. What do you think? Is this grounds enough to quit the relationship? A good one. They have a good relationship going on. Is it wrong for them to be friends and just talk about stuff? All right. Well, the number to call is 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. So the situation now is a little bit dire because he actually loves her. He really does love her. But he's saying he doesn't feel needed. He doesn't feel needed because she does everything by herself. How can he assist? And what can make things better? Hello, good evening. Okay, please call back. Please call back. It's still 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. Send us your text or WhatsApp messages to 0703 175 6537. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Thank you for calling. What's your name, please?
My name is Mike. From Ikeja.
Thank you, Mike from Ikeja. Thank you for calling. Please go ahead.
Thank you. Okay, thank you so much. I called this today also. Okay, I'm enjoying your program, your show. For the guy, I think it's not so much a big issue. Every relationship is not the same. Sometimes we try to use a particular pattern of relationship as a yardstick. So you could come across relationships where the man tends to take charge of things because that's the way she grew up. That's the way she was trained. That's the way she was grew up. She has an independent spirit. I think it's a welcome idea to the relationship. So
Okay, well, Mike is basically saying he thinks this is a welcome idea to the relationship, but he doesn't think that Rabiu is. He doesn't think that Rabiu needs to feel this way. He doesn't think so. He thinks that, you should be glad that she's doing all of these things and she still needs you in that relationship. If she didn't need you, you may not be here, or you may feel a certain type of way. But it's important that we just hear from other people, know what other people think, and be open to hearing those thoughts. What do you think about the story today? How does it affect you? Has it struck you anywhere? I mean, this is the man that typically it would be a case of, you didn't even prepare anything for me when I came back from work. You didn't even. So there's so much going on that makes it look like it's such a big issue. Yes, I understand it's adult conversations, but even at that, it's a bit, So let's just get straight into it. What do you think about this? I really want to hear us and our expressions because this is not something that is very common. This is not something that's very common at all. This one like this, it's not very common. So is this a situation of just leave it the way it is and let him do his thing? Over time, you realize that that he needs you in his life and that everything needs to work out well. So is this a case of just leave it the way we are, don't do anything, let us enjoy the relationship? Or is this a case of you really are not needed, you may need to walk away, she's too independent for you, she's not helping matters, nothing? So what are your thoughts concerning this? Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. I'm back. This is Mike from Ikeja.
Thank you for calling, Mike. Please go ahead.
Thank you. Okay, so I think he doesn't have much of a problem. He should focus on the strength of the lady and find out what she's good at.
Hello?